This is a pretty special video because this is the 100th video that I recorded on this channel. And this is the end of the 100 video in 100 day challenge, basically where I post one video every day for 100 days. And in this video, I wanted to go over all of my learnings after posting 100 YouTube videos. Plus, I'm going to go over and answer a lot of questions that you guys might have, especially if you're wondering if it's worth it to start a YouTube channel for your business or personal brand. I'm going to give 4 or 5 super actionable advice that I think you can take by the end of this video to help you grow your own YouTube channel faster. And yeah, let's just get started. I have this list of questions that I use ChatGPT to generate, just basically going over some of the most common questions or questions that I think will give the most value. So I'm going to go over 5 or 10 questions and then give 4 or 5 useful tips you can implement today if you want to start your YouTube channel. Let's get started. So basically what I have here is this sheet is public. I have a link to it down below. You don't need to give your email or anything. It's a free sheet. And basically what I've done is I've listed all of my YouTube videos plus all of the improvements that I thought of from video to video. So basically what I did was I would record one video, then I would make or think of one improvement that I should make for the next video. And I basically did that for 100 videos. And then on the side, I have the stats, which is like the current sub count, the total view across the entire channel, and the growth per video. So the number of views I got with that video plus the new subs for that video. So you can see this is the 100th or 101st video. Initially, I wanted 10,000 subs, ambitious, but I think it's good to have like goals that are a little hard to reach. Because for sure, I thought I could reach 1,000 subs, but 2,000 is lower than I hoped. Started at 0 subs and views. I'm pretty happy with the growth. This is all views across the channel, so you can see that by the end of the 100 video, I got almost 80,000 views across every video. So this is the total view across all videos combined, the number of new views per video. So yeah, these two stats are pretty interesting just to see like the growth over time. And one like small note is that especially in the beginning, I was getting like less than 50 views, like 50, and the number of new subscribers was less than like 10 new subscribers per video. So it was like really low within the first 20 videos. And I think it's just important to note or call out that that's probably the highest probability or when most people would give up because there's such low views and low new subs. But I think one of the things that I learned, especially with getting like videos that would have really low views, is that I would focus especially on the process of improving my videos. And it's kind of cliche, but I think if you focus on like the mindset that if you get the skill set of learning how to record YouTube videos and make YouTube videos, that skill set is worth a lot more than just the extra 5 views or extra 10 subscribers. Having a clear understanding of the long-term goal and understanding that even though the views are super low today, if you stick with the process, the views will 10x, 20x, 100x in the near future. I think just having that mindset is a bit healthier in the beginning, at least, when the views might not be as important. And then the other super important call that I made is that sometimes I would get into these ruts where I'm just like thinking about how to churn out videos. And the biggest mindset like shift that I made was that I need to improve. I need to focus on improving the quality of all aspects of the video process. There's like several key actionable advice from that. So the first one is to think of the entire video process as not just like recording videos and that's the end of it. Like within the entire YouTube experience, there's stuff like titles, thumbnails, hooks, scripts, like content plan. So it's basically like within YouTube, there are so many skills and so many sub skills. Focus on improving all aspects of the entire YouTube process. That includes improving my copywriting, copywriting for the scripting plus the hooks plus the title. It involves improving my design skills because it's also important because the thumbnail is the main decider if someone will click on your video, right? Design, like public speaking skills, especially if you can't speak clearly or concisely, then people will drop off. That's something that I've also had to work on. So I think the main key insight is that think of the entire YouTube process as a combination of different sub skills and focus on improving all those sub skills at once. So that's the first key, which is just to improve all the sub skills. Then the next like big actionable advice that I think was super useful for me is that to draw inspiration from people that are in other niches as well. So one of the biggest tips that I learned from a lot of the good YouTubers is that it's really key, especially when you're starting out, that it's hard to figure out like what's actually good content, what's a good thumbnail, what's actually a good title. But one of the things that I think helped me a lot is I would just like look at other channels in other niches. So instead of just like focusing on YouTube channels in the software niche, which is primarily what this channel is about, it's like software, micro SaaS coding, whatever, I would check out channels in other niches as well. So I would check out e-com, copywriting, even like vlogs and lifestyle. Why are those videos so engaging and have such a strong community behind watching those videos? I think there's like a lot of lessons that can be brought over from other niches. That's my advice that I think was super useful. And then as a whole, I think YouTube is a super valuable skill. So most people might be on the fence, start a YouTube channel, and I would just say that if you're starting it to be famous, it's probably not worth it, because there's a lot of work in like creating this lifestyle and creating this like facade of being a influencer. For creating a personal brand or a marketing channel, it's worth the ROI of recording a 10-minute video every day for the next 100 days. Basically, my thought process of like why I even started a YouTube channel, like this channel in specific, is because I wanted to improve my sales skills. And I thought like having a public way of recording videos and getting feedback was the fastest way to get it, besides doing like cold calls and sales calls. First was to improve my public speaking. Second is to test it as a channel for my SaaS products. So the only product that I promote on this channel is Exploding Insights. And I think I never tried YouTube or video sales before as part of marketing. And that was like the main driver of even starting this channel. If you have a software product, it's super, super valuable to create YouTube videos around it, because first, it's just really nice to have a face to the product. And I think that extra level of trust will help people try your product more. So the first thing is that like video is more trust building than text or ads, because like people can see your face and connect it to your product, and that just builds more trust. The second more important factor is that with a video, you can show how your product is solving, and so how your product is not only solving their problem, but also can provide more benefit to their lives. So I think in general, people are driven by promise of pleasure or removal of pain. So basically, people will buy products that will bring the pleasure or relieve the pain. If you can show how your product does both of those things, it is a good marketing channel, because instead of just like saying my product does this, they can see how it solves their problems and how this product can improve their lives. So it's like proof in the pudding. Like they can see exactly how this product can change their lives. Having the level of trust building with videos is worth it. So yeah, like I'm going to go over some of the main improvements that I wrote down that I think are the highest ROI. If you guys are trying to start a YouTube channel, a good mic is worth it. Good audio is probably the highest ROI you can make. And then video and background is second, but yeah, definitely get a good mic. And then also, so here I mentioned like the hook is the most important and key. So the 3 or 4 main factors I think are the biggest determinant if a video will do well is probably the title, thumbnail, hook, and the video ideas. Within each of those, I'm still trying to focus and trying to improve all those aspects, but I think there's the 80-20 rule where 20% of something will give you all of the results. And I think for YouTube, it's those 4 things I mentioned. And then there's like the other key part is that there's so much stuff that is mentioned in guides that I don't think is that important. So stuff like call to action, hashtags, description. The only thing is, I think if you add the title to your description, that will help with SEO. Add the keyword that targeting to the beginning of the title and to the beginning of the description. That will probably be like a super low fruit but high ROI. Focus on the things that actually matter and just try to not spend. And then Okay, so this is like a small thing, but like one of the tips I got when I started like YouTube is that they said, okay, so basically I talked to this consulting guy and I asked him like, okay, how should I improve my videos? And the guy was like, oh, you need more energy in videos. I'm not this like, high energy person in videos, so it wasn't that natural, which in hindsight, it's probably fine. I think especially when you start out, you'll be a little bit more different on video than in person. Once you record more of your energy level and all this being more natural on video will naturally come. I wouldn't worry about that too much, but that was like a call out that some guy made me that I think should keep in mind. And then let me see, I'm scrolling to see if there was anything that had the most highest ROI. So yeah, the thumbnails, what I would say is super high ROI to work on. So just like 3 quick tips on how you can improve thumbnails. So the first one is just to look at what other people are doing and just understand why they have this color or why they have this text in this right position. So the main point is just to study what other people are doing and how you can bring what they're doing into your own videos. And let's see. Yeah, the last tip I will give is that having systems of creating video ideas, systems for creating titles, and systems for the entire process is key because there's so much going on, and having a process of like how to do all of those parts is key. I would say like the thing that helped me most is just creating a document of the entire process and then think about how you can make each step better or each step faster. So I'll give like one quick example. So let's say for titles, maybe come up with 10 templates of how you can structure your titles, and then time goes on, you can add more or improve those titles. So let's say one of those templates is like how to do X or 10 tips for X. As you create more videos, you can add to that template list and you can improve the titles over time because you have the system of what's already working and what you can improve on. So yeah, just create systems for all parts of the entire process, and that should not only speed up the process of creating a YouTube video, but it'll also have like this way of you being forced to improve and optimize the entire process. So yeah, this link or this list in the description, hopefully it brings value to you guys later.